Hey, welcome back to the Mindful Minute. My name is Ashley Molina and I'm a holistic health coach. And in this video today, I want to talk to you about foam rolling and the benefits that you can get from foam rolling. I personally think that foam rolling is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Foam rolling helps to reduce tension in the body, helps alleviate pain, helps to get the blood flowing better, and it supports your lymphatic system. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what the lymphatic system is and why we need to support it. I'm also going to show you 3 exercises to use with a foam roller if you've never foam rolled before. So what is the lymphatic system? The lymphatic system has a vital role in supporting cardiovascular health and our immune system. Put frankly, the lymphatic system is a detoxification pathway for the body. It's underneath the skin, but it's on top of all of our muscles, tissues, and organs. So it's kind of a funny analogy, but if you think of a sausage and the casing that it's in, this is what the lymphatic system is. It's the casing under our skin throughout our body, and it's full of fluid or lymph. This comes from the blood and it comes from blood plasma. And what the lymphatic system is doing is it's scanning for toxins in the body. And then later it's restoring the blood. This is pretty amazing because our lymphatic system is like a security guard for the body, looking out for bad bacteria and toxins. And this is crucial for having a healthy body. We want to support our detoxification pathways as much as possible because we're living in a day and age where we are faced with a lot of toxins. And it's incredibly important to take care of our body as much as we can and eradicate as much toxic exposure as possible. And we can do this by foam rolling and supporting the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system also helps to regulate our blood pressure and it helps us to get oxygen into the blood. So when the lymphatic system finds toxins in the body, it's able to alert the immune system to take care of the problem. Simply put, the lymphatic system helps us to eradicate toxins from the body. How does this relate to foam rolling? It's like having a personal deep tissue massage therapist at all times. You're basically massaging into that lymphatic system. And you're also massaging into something called fascia, which is also incredibly fascinating. These are these connective tissues that surround your muscles and a lot of the inner parts of your body. And they're finding that the fascia is actually able to become flexible and it conforms to what you press into it or do with it. And over time, if we're not tending to that fascia, it gets stiff and hard and it can cause painful issues in the body. So when we use a foam roller and we're massaging into that, we're moving the lymphatic system and we're also helping to put that flexibility into the fascia. Foam rolling is a solution to pain. It helps reduce muscle soreness. It's really great for cellulite and an anti-aging protocol actually, because we're getting toxins out of the system and they aren't able to degenerate our cells as quickly. Foam rolling helps with better posture and of course detoxification. I bought my foam roller at Walmart for $20, but I've seen them in a lot of places. They're becoming very popular and they're very easy to get. And what's cool about it is once you have one, then you're just getting this work, this personal body work, this massage work for free after you buy your foam roller. So to me, this is like such an amazing and useful tool to have around. So I'm going to show you how to do 3 exercises that I do very often to help alleviate pain. What I want you to remember when you're watching these exercises and seeing how foam rolling works is that the body is so connected. A lot of times we think that we have to address the problem right where it is. So for instance, if you have neck pain, you think you need someone to massage right on that spot that hurts. But in reality, the body is so connected that sometimes that neck pain can be coming from a very tight lower back. And a lot of times your lower back will hurt because you have tight hips or your quad muscles are very tight. So everything is connected in the body. And I want you to keep that in mind when you're thinking about and addressing pain in the body. So when we're foam rolling, we may be addressing a certain area of the body that isn't the area that specifically hurts, but releasing tension in that area is what helps to alleviate the pain in another area. So before we start foam rolling, I just want to give you 3 disclaimers on the process of foam rolling. The first is going to be, do not foam roll your lower back. So you really shouldn't be going anywhere beneath the rib cage. And that's because at the bottom of the spine, we have a spinal disc and rolling on that isn't gonna feel good and ultimately it's not going to help you. It's probably going to harm you. So stay away from rolling over that lower back area. The second thing I want you to remember is to keep the core tight. So keep those ab muscles tight. And if you're like, I don't have abs, I don't know what that means. We all have the muscles there, so even if they're not worked as often, they're gonna be there. And how you do this is by taking your belly button and sucking it in and feeling that contraction in the belly. And your pelvic muscles are also a big part of this, so that's all connected right there. And so when you're strengthening, you're really pulling that belly button in and pulling the pelvic muscles up to get that strong core. So you wanna keep that engaged throughout the whole time that you're foam rolling, because a lot of times you're in positions where if you're not engaged in that area, you're going to be like leaning this way more on your neck and you're gonna be like, ow, my neck hurts. You really need to keep that form, which starts with keeping the abs engaged throughout the whole thing. The third disclaimer I have is that foam rolling might hurt. And that's because if you've never done this kind of work or done a lot of massaging into that deep fascia and all that tissue, it's not flexible, right? Like I talked about earlier, the fascia we're figuring out it's malleable and we can make it more flexible. But if you've never done that, it's probably gonna be painful because there's pain points within that. But that being said, it should never be pain that's overwhelmingly painful. It's really the type of pain that if you were to get a deep tissue massage or you had a family or friend massage you like very hard and you're like, it hurts, but like it feels so good at the same time. It should be that kind of pain. So just keep that mindfulness and keep these tips in your head as we do these exercises. The idea is to always think about how you feel after you foam roll as well. So part of being really mindful and intentional isn't just doing something because we know it's good for us. It's really so that we can sit back and see how we feel afterwards. Like, did it benefit us? You know, how do we feel after doing it? So try to keep that mindfulness in mind as we do these exercises.
So we're going to start by rolling out the spine. Remember to keep those abs engaged the whole time. And you're going to interlock your fingers and use them as a cradle to support the neck during this exercise. You want to start with the foam roller at the edge of your ribs. And you're going to roll back and forth using your heels to push into the ground and to guide you back and forth. You're going to roll up and down the spine. And what we're doing here is relieving tension in the shoulder and ultimately the neck area. So you might hear some cracks and pops on your spine, and that's okay. That means you are getting that spine in alignment and you are relieving a lot of tension. You can also pull your elbows together, which allows you to get deeper into that shoulder blade area. When there is tension in the shoulder blade area, it usually causes neck pain, so this is really great for neck relief. Next, we're going to foam roll our IT band, which runs along the outside of the thigh, just above the hip to just below the knee. And it's made up of fascia, that elastic connective tissue found throughout the body that we talked about earlier. So we're going to lay on one side of our outer thigh. We're going to use our hand to support us and eventually down onto our elbow. Going to prop ourselves up on that outer thigh. Then we're going to get down on the forearm. We're going to support ourselves with our other hand in front of us, and remember to keep those abs engaged the entire time. We will then roll back and forth on that outer thigh, keeping the abs engaged. We have one foot on top of the other foot, so we're in a parallel with the ground beneath us. Foam rolling the IT band is amazing for lower back pain. It's my go-to foam rolling routine for lower back pain. You can also use this back leg to hold you up if it feels too intense or hurts too badly. This releases some of the pressure on that outer thigh. Alternatively, you can put your foot in the front as well. Whatever feels good for you, as long as you're keeping those abs engaged the whole time. You also want to make sure you're not bending your neck in a weird way because it'll cause neck pain later. For the next exercise, we're going to take our foam roller and lay it vertically on the mat. We are then going to lay on the foam roller at the base of our spine at the bottom, and we want to make sure our head is fully resting on the foam roller. Make sure your head and neck are supported on the foam roller. We are then going to flip our hands upside down and lift them above our head with a deep breath in. Release the breath as you bring the arms down. This is the same motion you would make if you were doing snow angels outside in the snow. This exercise is absolutely amazing for opening up the chest and the back and giving you better posture. You should do it for about 2 minutes, deep breathing the whole time. Yay! I hope you try this out. Let me know if it works for you. Thanks for watching.